Hi YouTubers, today I'm going to be talking about the anxiety you get from when you rent out your RV. So right now I'm just waiting for one of my renters that took my RV. He rented it for 2 weeks. At the beginning of the rental, it's normal for renters to ask me like questions about the RV, how does this work or whatever. Normally I give them the rundown at the beginning when I'm showing them the RV. I show them how everything works, but in case they forget, they usually call me, and it's good. But I've only had short-term rentals. So he asked me a couple questions when he arrived to site. He had problems unhitching it, and that was like the only thing. So sorry, dropped my phone. So I'm sitting here. He took it for 2 weeks and never messaged me after that. I left him alone, and yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see the condition it comes back in. He's also a contractor in Calgary, so when I met him, we actually hit it off quite good. We could relate so many times. Anytime I meet an entrepreneur, I love picking their brains. I love, learning something about their business and their struggles and how they deal with certain things. And I am moving to Edmonton. I don't know if some of you know that, but that's going to be another video. And in that video, I'm going to be talking about literally building my business from ground up again. New clients, new relationships, all that stuff. But that's going to be in another video. So, I don't know. Right now, I'm just waiting. I'll do a video and a walkthrough if there is any damages, or kind of just let you know how the return went. And I also want to talk a little bit about, is it worth renting your RV? So one of the things I would say 100% yes, because my RV, we financed it. And you know how you see a lot of those videos that say, make money with using other people's money or the bank's money? This is exactly one of those things. So pretty much me renting it pays for my RV, plus there's a lot of profit behind it. It pays for the maintenance, it pays for the winterizing, and also another thing is it's a reliable source of income. And the reason I say that too is because at first I probably would have never rented my RV, because so many things could break and it'd be expensive. But we actually rent ours out through Outdoorsy, and they take, I think it's 20% of whatever your listed price is, and they also insure it, and you're able to put your damage deposit as high as you want. So you could do a $3,000 damage deposit, $2,000 damage deposit. I do a $1,500 damage deposit, but I think I'm going to up it up to $2,000. I've had probably 6 rentals this year, and I could have done way more. I'm a contractor and I'm moving to Edmonton. So a lot of the dates that people wanted to rent my RV didn't fit in with my schedule. So, and because it didn't fit in with my schedule, I pretty much declined them. I always thought, okay, what's worth more money, me going to work this day, or, taking a couple days off to get it clean, flush the tanks, fill the propane tanks up, all that stuff. It didn't make sense. But next year when I'm in Edmonton, honest to God, I got a fleet of family Portuguese people in Edmonton that can definitely help me out with all of that. So I'm gonna have it booked every weekend. But going back to the damage deposit, so you can set it at whatever rate you want, and it kind of gives you a little bit of peace of mind. So before you even have to go through insurance, you have that money just sitting there available to you. My door did get damaged. That's the only damage that it's come back with, and the door damage was around $2,000. And I was kind of skeptical. I was like, okay, we did the whole insurance stuff. Boom, got a check in the mail, and now I'm not even worried. Honestly, a renter could probably take my RV and total it, and it wouldn't faze me. It would not faze me one bit, just because I just know that the process is easy. Is the process always going to be that easy? No. I'm sure, you know, as Outdoorsy gets a lot of claims or something, you know, they might be a little bit, they might push back a little bit or something. I don't know. But there's only one way to find out. Just keep renting, keep profiting from it. If any of you guys are thinking of, I want to start a business, but I don't know how, a good side business is buy a trailer, rent it out. You can do it while still having a daytime job. You can be pretty flexible. You let the renters know what time they can pick it up. You set the drop-off times, what your requirements are. You're essentially your own boss, and you're pretty much working a couple hours in a day, getting everything cleaned out, and you're literally passing a little tiny key to your business investment. So I would highly recommend anybody wanting to start a business, that's a good one, the RV business. But anyways, I will keep you posted as to how the return of my RV comes back. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so I just did the delivery on my RV, and remember how I told you I had a little bit of anxiety because you just never know. Honest to God, man, it came back mint. It came back better and cleaner than I gave it to my customers. And honestly, I made a friend. He was a great guy. He's a contractor just like me. When he came and picked up the RV, we probably talked for a good hour and a half, just shooting the, you know, shooting the poop. Keep it a little PG friendly for YouTube, even though I know it's a little bit hard to do. But honest to God, man, I couldn't be more happy with the condition that my RV came back. I'm gonna give you guys a little quick tour of inside my RV. Here's the side view. So here, I don't know, kind of hard to see. There's the side view, awning. We got the outdoor kitchen here. Take you inside. Here's the inside of my RV. Kitchen, couch, TV, master rooms over here. So on this rental that just came back after Outdoorsy takes their fees, I ended up making $1,400 for 2 weeks for literally handing over this little purple key. The bank's money. I'm making money on the bank's money. Okay, so I highly recommend it. If you have good credit, go get an RV, start renting it. Maybe I shouldn't be telling everybody this because then it'll get a little saturated. But if you do, actually, I'm going to give you a little pointer. If you do get into RV renting, don't start coming into this market thinking you're going to undercut everybody and you're going to just start, you know, stealing all the business. Buy a nice RV, you know, get a nice looking RV and charge for it. This RV, I charge $140 a night, $139 a night. And, Outdoorsy takes, I think, 20%, and then there's some add-ons and stuff too that I charge for. But yeah, whatever you do, just don't ever go into any market and start undercutting. You don't do that. That's how you kill businesses, really. And essentially, you're going to find it hard to grow because you're essentially not making enough. You know, if you have a breakdown or you want to buy a new piece of equipment because your stuff keeps breaking down, but you got to do the work of 3 jobs when you can do the price of 1 job and be very profitable and have money for breakdowns and stuff, you know? So at the end of the day, you should always charge a little bit more and sell yourself as to why you're a little bit more. Don't start, you know, if you're a high quality provider to your community, you should never have to undercut your prices. Okay? So anyways, that's it for this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel for future videos. I will be talking about other revenue streams that I have, how I got into business, hobbies. I like barbecuing. So again, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Ciao.